First, the top news headlines. JCILPS students wing burnt effigy of Amra Bangli General Secretary Bakul Roy. State celebrated 12th National Voters Day. And Manipur recorded 461 fresh COVID cases, 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. A very good evening. You are watching ELITETV English News and this is Haripriya. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government where face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from the virus and play your part in fight against COVID-19. And now let's see the news in details. JCILPS students wing burned the effigy of Amra Bangli General Secretary Bakul Roy in front of Manipur Bazaar today. Speaking in connection with the protest, JCILPS student wing convener Hawizam Chalamba Meite said that the people of the state have been protesting for 4 years to implement the ILP system in the state to safeguard the indigenous people of the state and also to stop the influx of non-Manipuris illegally into the state. During this protest, many students suffer injuries. Even Sapam Robin Hood, a student, sacrificed his life. When the state had reached its stage of protest, central government implemented the ILP system in the state in 2019, he added. Unfortunately, an Assam-based organization called Amra Bangli filed a petition to Supreme Court challenging ILP system and the indigenous people of the state. Chalamba said and added that as Amra Bangli loves the Bangli, JCILPS also stands for the Manipuri and strongly condemn intervention by the outsiders to the rights of the indigenous people, he added. Later, JCILPS students wing burned the effigy of Amra Bangli General Secretary Bakul Roy, chanting that the fate of the people Manipur cannot be stained by Amra Bangli.
Notice the lady ba tungan ILP sanariba lamsing asidadi attack tawdraga lamdam asida khatang sanariba ILP siblo thokadamni haibo wafam tungan ba aranba propaganda tawrakanda case tawriba se yam tuna handuk pigadabani lamdam si leibidi ba lenga roi singnasu hariba ekoi gi lamdam asigi yelhombi kanjana bagidama tungi mirol kanna bagdamakta ekoina leiriba ILP ase apung phana mapung marai phana hona bada aso mateng pangbiu haibo wafam thamjage lamdam asigi leiriba ekoi gi honorable CM nasu ma leiringai da kana gumulu mangna hona ba mating nate haibo From the Lairabanina, a queen Ladiba, Amra Bengali, a quick guest Riba, say a Palsa, a Tubumatamda, Handuna Bohona, but the Labinariba, a quick to one put the Laminariba, sitting out sing Aduga, yellow missing Aduga, Lega racing Nasu, Sound Mating Pamina, Puna Amato and the Minarakanda, High River, a quick Bengolia, Amra Bengali, Comasa, Handuna Raba, Puna Honamina, I will from the Tamzaki.
Manipur is a highly educated society, comments Chief Secretary of Manipur, Dr. Rakesh Kumar. He made the statement at the 12th National Voters Day celebration held at City Convention Center, Palace Compound today. The occasion was graced by Manipur Chief Secretary IAS Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Director General of Police IPS P. Dongel, and Manipur Additional Chief Secretary along with other personalities. Speaking on the sideline of the occasion, Dr. Rajesh Kumar urged the voters of the state to carefully cast our votes and also to adopt a free and fair method of election. On the other hand, awards were also handed out to various state icons, newly registered voters and booth-level officers of BLOs and the latter part of the function.
Who are going to cast their valuable vote in selecting the new members of assembly very soon on 27th February and 3rd March. I greet all and everyone on this 12th National Voters Day. My congratulations to all the award winners. As the CEO Manipur had said, we have 20,34,966 voters, out of which 9,85,119 are male and 10,49,639 are females. The electoral population ratio has improved by 2% to 57.7 from 55.7%. The gender ratio is remarkable, it's 1065. We have 2959 polling stations and electoral districts are 11.
On the other hand, National Voters Day was also celebrated at Heritage Convent School, Uripok today, organized by the District Election Officer in West. As part of the celebration, winners of the district level ballot battle quiz competition held on the 13th of this month were also felicitated during the function. CEO Jila Parishad in West, Kaisam Jadumani Singh, while taking part in the celebration, encouraged the people in the 18+ age group to enroll themselves in the electoral roll and also assure the differently abled and old age person or people in isolation due to COVID to give them accessibility in the upcoming election. Governor of Manipur, La Ganeshan, wishes to all the people of Manipur on the auspicious occasion of Republic Day celebration 2022. India is poised to become one of the leading nations of the world. Its progress in science and technology, backed by a young and dynamic population, will usher the country to greater heights, he stated. However, to harness the potential of our youth in the right direction would help them become the asset for the future, and moreover, he further mentioned that redirect ourselves to uphold and promote the secular, socialist and democratic values enshrined in our constitution and work collectively to make our country great. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker Yomnam Khemchand Singh also extended his greetings and warm wishes to general public on the country, particularly to Manipur State, on the occasion of the 73rd Republic Day 2022. In his greetings, he said, "It is a day to cherish by all of us with high value. Attaining republic by our country, India, was a hard-earned achievement. This day must be upheld by us with high esteem and must work together to safeguard it for forever for our future generations," Speaker Khemchand said. A total of 939 police personnel have been awarded medals on the occasion of Republic Day 2022. Out of these, 189 police medals for gallantry PMG and 662 police medals for meritorious services. 88 have been awarded President's Police Medal for distinguished services. Among the majority of 189 gallantry awards, 134 personnel are being awarded for their gallant action in Jammu and Kashmir region, 47 personnel for their gallant action in left-wing extremist affected areas, and 1 person for their gallant action in Northeast region. Among the personnel receiving gallantry awards, 115 are from Jammu and Kashmir Police, 30 are from CRPF, 3 from ITBP, 2 from BSF, 3 from SSB, 10 from Chhattisgarh Police, 9 from Odisha Police and 7 from Maharashtra Police, and the remaining from the other states and union territories. Idle school children home and aged home under Social Welfare Department were presented gift as a part of Republic Day celebration organized by Social Welfare Manipur. Firstly, the gift were presented to both Imphal East and West, and the rest of the district will get presented through district level officer, said N.G. Uttam Singh, Director of Social Welfare Manipur. With this upcoming Republic Day celebration, he wished all the differently able students for better health, prosperous and development. He further stated that they will continue the presentation of gift in other 18 more places of Imphal area.
Republic Day Republic Day yogadava no mawalingaida social welfare makada laiba ideal blind school, deaf and mute school, children homes in aged homes in sida ngamjaba khudol bot kharagra how thum kharaga yen bagi chana biji hana dagi tawraga lai hana di hoi aged homes ji yauram de adu handak te koina aged homes in ju ahlaman jing sida chu koina ngamjaba khara piji haidna handak su maina bijabani adagi district homes in karikra laiba sing sidaida mogi functioning si akoina funding laiba pattern moida chatliba aduga monitoring mechanism masida koi khara injin ba mathau khara tali aruna ministry dagi fansi laaga akoina chalairiba NGO jing sida direct chatkiba matamda sugumba controlling mechanism je khara sondare aduna makoida jo koina hajeningi si department dagi fund phangde hairaga su ministry dagi moina fund phangibani phangiba fundu niyom chumna sijanaraga ajana mayamgi service ni humanity service ni adumaina kathokpa maga loinana thok.
And now let's take a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more updates.
As Purnima Enterprises present Second International Manipuri Short Fiction Film Festival 2022 organized by Deepak Film Production Manipur.
Film Forum Manipur gi meeting Makhada
Department of Social Welfare Government of Manipur na
sponsor to biduna Let's Make Manipur Drug Free haiba theme asida
Pangtok Jagadar Film Festival asida
Manipur gi idagi hogiba akhoi gi ireja film bu puthokliba film da khongdariba mayam singsina
phajaba film semaga
thajin biduna soidana pung pagatpi amadi saruk yabi
Adom isagi weight maintain tawduna thambiningbra anemia nabadagi ngakthokningbra chaba tumdabagi problem su leheningdabra tamthiraba laina cancer dagi su ngakthokduna thambiningbra yes adu oiba tarabadi supnagi solution ama khaktang le kachai gi champra araiba nate kachai gi champra top magul kya chenba medicinal value kya yauraba Government of India gi Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade ki GI Tech tauraba kachai gi organic champrani chapmana na GI Tech phanglaba Tamenglong gi komla amasung GI Tech phanglaba sirara khongi moropusu sizinabiu Manipur Organic Mission Agency gi makhada Department of Horticulture Government of Manipur gi guideline makhada chemical fertilizer natraga pesticides na chingba amata sizinadana Organic oina puthokchaba kachagi champra amasung tamenglonggi komlabusu sizinabiu chabiu Laumi singi humang mamal hanjin hanbiu adongi hakchang phana thambiu Manipur Organic Mission Agency na manage tauba Department of Horticulture Government of Manipur Sanjen Thongi Organic Outlet tagi tasengba kachagi organic champra tamenglong kangpokpi frazolgi komlasing amasung Manipur gi mafam kayadagi puthokpa organic oiba potlamsing mafam sida phangbigani Hakchangi Sida Hidani. Stay healthy, stay organic.
Welcome back and let's see the further details. The Jelerung United Front ZUF is celebrating 107th birth anniversary of Haife Rani Gai Dinliu on the 26th January 2022 with the pride and joy over the birth of a freedom fighter from our soil and of our blood. May this occasion remind Jelerung and Kindred tribes to exemplify and reflect the spirit of true patriotism and valiant heart as demonstrated by Haife Rani Gai Dinliu, said Chen Chui Kami, Chairman ZUF, in a press release. The release wishes the day to be even more remembered and glorified with the ever-growing importance and brightening lights of her contributions ultimately rewarded in fulfillment of the nation and the people's aspiration. As part of the preventive measures taken up for the upcoming Republic Day celebration, a surprise cordon and search operation was conducted at Boragali, covering areas of Ngari Gali, Nagana Stretch and Kasturi Dharmasala area, led by Imphal West Commando OC, along with commando bike teams from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. today. During the operation, around 160 individuals were detained and verified one by one properly. 4 individuals were further detained and were handed over to City Police Station for further verification. On the other hand, as part of preventive measures taken up by Imphal East District Commando, a house-to-house search operation was conducted at Brahmapur, Nahabam by a team of Imphal East Commando, including women police from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. today. In that, about 60 houses were checked and occupants of the houses were verified. No one was picked up. A team of Bishnupur Commando has arrested one person with 100 numbers of can beers boxes marked as Kingfisher from Bishnupur block Lamkai today morning around 7 a.m. The arrested person has been identified as Rakesh Kumar Gupta, 21 years, son of Lokesh Kumar Gupta of Samastipur, Bihar, presently staying at Churachandpur, Old Bazaar. According to police sources, the Bishnupur Commando team led by SIS Kisorjit Singh under the command of Bishnupur Commando OC under the supervision of additional SP operations and the overall guidance of SP Bishnupur detained one Tata SE Urban Bro vehicle bearing registration number MN02C 0080 at Bishnupur block Lamkai. On thorough checking of the vehicle, the team detected 100 numbers of cane beer boxes marked as Kingfisher from the vehicle. The team seized the cane beer and arrested the person at the spot. The arrested person along with seized items has been over to Excise Station, Bishnupur for further necessary action, the source added. All Club Organization Association and Mairapai Bilup Akom Lup deeply condole the sudden demise of Ima Fanjobam Saki Lema, President Amkil, remembering the selfless work done by late Ima Saki Akom Lup, stated that a personality like Ima Saki is irreplaceable and all the sacrifices she made to save Manipur and the responsibility regarding AFASPA will always remain remarkable. Her sudden demise marked a great loss for the state, said Tihiz Baleshwar, Joint Secretary of Akomlup, in a press release. Meanwhile, Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur PPCM also deeply condoled the sudden demise of Ima Saki Lema and also observed a 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to departed soul at PPCM office Wahengbam Lekai Lairembi Maning yesterday, said PPCM in a press release. One-day mass awareness campaign cum vaccination camp was held at Kukharthil Village Community Hall organized by District Health Society Tangnopal in relation with COVID-19 today. The camp was attended by Trade, Commerce and Industry Government of Manipur Secretary Michael Achom, Deputy Commissioner Tangnopal Manuamching, SDO Machi TH Manoranjan, CMO Tangnopal Dr. Gojen and Kukharthil Village Chairman Madar as special invitees. People took the opportunity to take vaccination doses after understanding the importance given by the vaccine and how the COVID third wave is affecting the life. Volunteers who have been working as a frontline warriors during COVID-19 selflessly, including nurses at Kakching Assembly constituency, decry over the non-payment of their service wages till date. Speaking to media person, S.A. Silas said that if the demands of the volunteers which have submitted earlier are not fulfilled by the related authority or not before 28th of this month, he warned to recollect all the money and efforts from all the recovered patients from the next day. Therefore, Silas appealed to the state government to pay off their pending amount for catering services which got spent on second wave of COVID-19 at Kakching Assembly constituency. Here we have another short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
RBI na regulate toba amasung Ministry of Finance, Department of Financial Services, Government of India na Surface Act 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakhang kraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pibada mangjil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahundoi hangdokchare chahi 13 ki khongchata lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited tagi miyamna financial facilities sing lawirana ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Torambam Laikai.
Sayon Hospital na Hagsel gi Maikaida awon ba ama purakna bagi khongthangda Nambol Bazar gi Koireng Road ta hospital ama hangdoktuna ana laing gi khudong chaba piba hauzare. Medicine, ENT, Gynecology, Orthopedics, Pediatrics na chingba departments kaya amada laing bachathari. 24/7 gi facilities piduna X-ray, ultrasound, special and routine laboratory test kaya tawbagi khudong chaba su pizari. Sayon Hospital asina adongi isabu na deyekta na lainaba laing naba hotnabada achoba thodang lauduna adom adongi punsibu nungayay faba punsima oina bagi pandam thamli didim lambida tangna tomthin ngaliba hospital asina adongi laing bagi maikaida achoba thodang lauzari Zion Healthcare and Research Institute, Nambol Makha, Koireng Road. Contact number 0385-2956-711.
Welcome back and let's see the further details. Manipur reported 460 new coronavirus cases and 4 COVID-19 deaths out of 2,687 samples tested in the last 24 hours, recording positivity rate of 17.2%. 446% from general population and 15% from Central Armed Police Forces were confirmed as new COVID-19 positive cases, respectively, where 40 were confirmed at RIMS, 29 at JNIMS, and 392 at other testing centers. In the last 24 hours, the state-level COVID-19 deaths audit committee has reported 4 COVID-19 deaths. The district-wise distribution are 2 from Imphal East and 2 from Imphal West. The cumulative number of deaths is 2,031. Out of 4 deaths, all of them had comorbidities. 2 of them had second dose of COVID vaccine and other 2 had not vaccinated. Today, 308 persons were discharged. They are 148 from home isolation, 3 from RIMS, 27 from JNIMS, and 129 from CCCS. The recovery rate is 95.70%. Meanwhile, 3 new cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19 were detected in the state. The total number of Omicron cases in the state is now 42. All the 23 persons have been discharged after completing mandatory isolation. Tracing of close contacts and containment measures are already in place. The general public is advised to adhere strictly to COVID-appropriate behavior and get vaccinated for COVID-19. Director Health Services Dr. K. Razo said. Finally, breaking a 5-day streak of reporting over 3 lakh daily COVID cases, India today recorded 2,55,874 new coronavirus cases, 16.39% lower than yesterday's 3.06 lakh figure. The new COVID cases reported today took the total infection tally in India, the second worst hit country after the US, to almost 3.98 crore according to Union Health Ministry data. The active cases in India now comprise 5.62% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate marginally increased to 93.15%. The active cases presently stand at 22,36,842. The daily positivity rate has dropped to 15.52% from yesterday's 20.75%, while the weekly positivity rate was recorded at 17.17%. The country also added 614 fresh fatalities in the past 24 hours, taking the COVID-related death count since the start of pandemic to 4,90,462. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has crossed 162.92 crore doses. At least 72% of India's adult population is fully vaccinated, whereas at least 52% of children in the 15 to 18 years old age group have been inoculated with their first dose. However, with vaccines unavailable to children under the age of 15, that age group has been barred from attending tomorrow's Republic Day parade. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu today urged the Election Commission and the citizens to ensure a voter turnout of 75% in the next general election to make electoral democracy more inclusive. He also sought consensus on simultaneous polls to all the three tiers of the federal setup and more towards better governance by focusing our attention on all-round development of our people. In his address on the occasion of 12th National Voters' Day, Naidu stressed that no voter should be left behind and urged the citizen to judge the contestant in the election on merit. As BP Naidu is in home isolation in Hyderabad after testing COVID-19 positive, his address was read out at the event in New Delhi, referring to increase in voters' turnout from 44.87% in the first general election to during 1951 to 52 to the highest ever 67.40% for the 17th the Lok Sabha in 2019. BP Naidu complimented all stakeholders for the same. He hailed the Commission as a credible, responsive and forward-looking institution every votary of democracy can legitimately be proud of. The Vice President noted that the challenge before the poll body is to ensure a steady increase in voting in every election to make our electoral democracy more inclusive by addressing the barriers to voter participation. He complimented the SBEEP Systemic Voter Education and Electoral Participation initiative of the Election Commission for improving voter participation. BP Naidu expressed delight over women voting more than men in 2019 general elections by a margin of 0.17% for the first time in 70 years, ending the gender gap in the country. He stressed on the need for more swifter resolution of election disputes and creation of a more informed citizenry empowered to judge the merits of its candidate in the election. He urged the Commission to further explore innovative ways in which technology can enhance the credibility and accessibility of the voting process. The Vice President also referred to high voter turnout in the range of 74% to 84% in the elections to 5 state assembly held under COVID protocol last year. Speaking on the occasion, Union Law Minister Kiren Rijiju said those who are trying to discredit the Election Commission are actually trying to discredit the democracy of India. He said the Commission has a glorious history of 70 years and it has transformed itself in the process. Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra said the poll body has emphasized increasing the pace of vaccination in all 5 poll-bound states and all arrangements will be made to ensure that this election is absolutely safe. He said the right to vote was bestowed upon every adult citizen of India at the same time as the country got freedom. For a newly independent country with a literacy rate of 18%, this was a truly radical move. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi today virtually interacted with party workers and peace committee members of the party in Gujarat. During the interaction, Prime Minister Modi has provided important guidance to the party workers and party officer barriers. Prime Minister and senior BJP leader Narendra Modi also congratulates the voters on the occasion of National Voters' Day today. He also asks for suggestions from the party workers to serve the people more efficiently. State BJP President C.R. Patil had joined this interaction from BJP State Headquarters, Kamalam in Gandhinagar. Thousands of BJP workers across the state have joined the interaction with Prime Minister Modi. AIR Ahmedabad correspondent reports that Prime Minister Modi's interaction as a senior BJP leader with the party workers in Gujarat is very important in view of the coming assembly elections in the state. BJP has been in power in Gujarat for the last 2 decades, and assembly elections in the state are scheduled by December this year. According to BJP spokesperson Yagnesh Dave, this interaction was held through video conferencing on Namo app after a prior registration process. According to sources, Prime Minister Modi had also held similar interactions with the party workers of his Varanasi Lok Sabha constituency earlier. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we close, let's see the top news headlines once again. JCILPS students wing burn effigy of Amra Bangli General Secretary Bakul Roy. State celebrated 12th National Voters Day. And Manipur recorded 461 fresh COVID cases, 4 deaths in the last 24 hours. That's all for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us and keep watching ELITETV English News. Till then, take care, stay safe and good night.